Hey all. Sorry. Uh yeah, so Dougie's in jail. I got up at like 5, I want to say 5:30. Walked him at like 5, I want to say 45. He went to the bathroom, he peed. We walked around to about 6:15, 6:20 cuz he stepped in the crate cuz he was crazy yesterday. 6:15, 6:20. Bring him in, make coffee, take a pee, come back, and he's peed on my art books. Just like I was only, he was out of my eyesight for literally about 5 minutes, and he had just gone for a walk. So, like I said, I love dogs, but I'm not stupid for anybody. So Dougie stays in the crate. He's in jail till Monday. And again, I blame his primary for not training him. And I'm angry at me because I did this before, and I'm angry at him for putting me through this again. Should have trained him between the last time and this time. Now I won't ever do it for anybody ever again. I'm not going to be this trusting on this issue. When I cut shit off in my head, when I'm over with you, it's almost like in sci-fi movies where this always starts at 4. Sci-fi movies where, is that loud? Sci-fi movies, no, it's on 1. All right. Check it. It looks. I know I'm registered, but I don't know how loud I am. But I'll just leave it on 3. That's what it's normally on. But it's like you just click. I just run silent on you. I'm very polite because my mother taught me to be polite. But when I'm done with you, I'm done with you. When I ended with Facebook, I was just kind of like, I'm talking to too many people here who don't get basic principles of human decency. Why am I perpetuating a conversation with this? You're a college-educated person. And there were people that I've known for years that I kept around just because I knew them for years, and I liked them. And you know what? When I left New York, none of them called me. So whatever, man. Wash your hands of some of this stuff. I wash my hands of the politics. I say what I want, and I say why I believe it that way, which is more than you get from most people, right? Most people don't even let you know why they believe what they believe. They spit up some standard pablum that is given from whatever agency or group that they follow. So the racial stuff is about states' rights, right? Which is that's the state's right to let people kill you, which is bullshit, right? All this women stuff, right? I'm not a lady. I don't follow that close, but I'm pretty sure that's all slanted in a I know what's best for you mode, right? Or the Karen stuff in the black community, or these wealthy women running the black civil rights movement. That's about, oh, I feel you. I know exactly what you know. I'll handle it. You sit right there. I'll deal with it. And so I left that group. I was like, I'm just over it. You know, I instantly like people, and I have a really long fuse. So if I instantly like you, I can still instantly like you for a very long time, over years. But once like I've had a limit, and it could be any number of things, right? It's usually, but the people I usually like. They're not bad people. But the social stuff is ridiculous. That is good coffee on this Sunday morning. And again, I'm sorry that I'm late. I'm telling you, I mean, Dougie is he's really just mentally taxing. Bum, 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 bum. I could really just. Where's my screen cleaner? I thought that's one I had. One in here. Oh man, all right. It's easy for ladies to do this. They've got pointy apertures to get into places. All right. I just got a flat surface here. All right. There you go. Yeah. Perfect. All right. So this is what we're doing. I'm just so tired. I really am. We may just do 20 minutes today. I don't know what to tell you. I sit and watch him. He zooms around. He doesn't ever sit down. It gets frustrating. Sit down. Then he sits down for a little bit. He never actually lays down. He sits. And then in like 2 minutes, he's off doing something else. And you got to follow him because he'll piss on something. You know, who leaves a dog like that with people? Shame on you for not training your animal. It's it's a basic thing. It's like not teaching your kid how to read, how to communicate with people, right? I don't know, man. Mm. Yeah, I think my part is too wide. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. All right. It's I am a little hot because I think I'm drinking coffee, and I'm thinking about stressfulness. Coffee's a little bitter. Could use more milk or more sugar. I think it's more milk. Is the milk bad? Yeah, man, I'm gonna. Man, Dougie, I was supposed to start walking, running actually. And I was like, oh God, how am I gonna do this guitar thing and add the 3 mile runs every day? And I won't. That won't be a 1,000 day thing. That because man, you know, because it's rains and you know sometimes it's hurricane season here. So, but we'll try and get every good sunny day, which is most days, right? We'll try and get some running in, get up our body, lose some of this extra drum weight we have on us. And then I couldn't do that. I was like, oh man, I'm off. I'm good with the guitar. We're doing that every day, but I'm off to a slow start with the healthy stuff. At least I'm eating healthy. I'm doing that, but I'm also still drinking a lot. And then there was a thing yesterday where it said most people are still drinking a lot, um, even after things are slowly going back to normal. And some of the millennials are drinking themselves into liver issues. I was like, what? So then I thought to myself, you know what? I've had this conversation before on other people's podcasts about not inebriates, but like alcohol and stuff like that. That I've been drinking like illegally since I want to say 16, getting 40s with the boys, listening to rap music. Um, that was a weekly weekend thing, right? Friday after school, not after school, but like you know clubs and stuff like that for whatever young people are trying to get into. Uh, then I drank loosely in college, not a lot, but I did learn to drink in college. Like I was drinking beer before that with the guys, 40 ounces or the occasional 64 ounce. There's a story for you. Um, but then I started like drinking like vodka and stuff like that because you know people bring like hard liquor, spices, rum, stuff like this. So I was like, all right. So then, after I got a knack for that and how to handle a hangover and knowing what to eat, the night before you get the hangover, so you can uh, take the edge off that hangover. All these drinking tricks you learn, um, and now I'm here. You know, after being a bar denizen for 20 years, almost nightly, right? Even as a bar guy, I had a dog, and she was always with me. Uh, we get up at 7, we'd run around, we do our thing. I'd go running, I'd come back. Right about, I want to say, if it was a nice spring day, you get to the bar at like 4. Look around, see who's there. There's 2 ways in the bar that I used to go to. There was a way where people show up with their newspapers and do the crossword and have a sip of something and talk, smoke, and listen to. There was a jukebox, great jukebox. Listen to jazz standards on the jukebox. Right around about 4, it will flip over to like the pool players will come in, a little younger, rowdier crowd will come in, the music on the jukebox would take off. Um, the bartenders generally like working like the night crowd because everybody was young and kind of like, you know, 20s and 30s. Some of the cooler guys were 40s and 50s hung out afterwards. But most of the people in the early were like not interested in what the younger men and women were interested. And then yeah, I would just straight run the table some nights on pool, and you thought you were the man. Sometimes I get a crush. But it was a nice little small ecosystem. Everybody knew everybody. The women who got around in that bar got around in the bar, and you knew who to stay away from. Um, we didn't have it's you know we didn't have any bullies even before the neighborhood changed. Cats who got into it like grown ass people, and they didn't throw these temper tantrums and come back later and all this. It was just forgotten. And then like you see them next time, you wouldn't say anything. Then you see them after that, You may go, "What's up?" And you see, by the time you see him after that, unless it was something major, right? But it was always small potatoes nonsense. So like, you drank with those dudes, um, bought them rounds, bought right, like you learn how to drink with a group of people and not be a sloppy mess, right? No one ever had to carry me out of a bar. I used to drink all night, go home at like 4, right? When the bar closed at 3:30, I'd say. Get home at 4. Sometimes I'd help the bartender close if she was a lady, just so she wasn't there alone. She'd lock it up at 5, lock up the door. I'd go walk, sit, maybe get a coffee and a bagel or whatever, because there was a 24-hour bodega. Uh, have an egg sandwich. Um, Probably not a coffee, probably like water or something. Have an egg sandwich. Uh, Give the dog a 20-minute walk. It wasn't going to be too long because I was smash. Keep my head on a swivel because it was 5 o'clock in the morning in New York. Um, Come home, walk her, pass out on the weekend, really nice. Wake up, roundabouts, I want to say 10 or 11, 4 or 5 hours later, because Sydney wanted to eat and actually go to the dog run. And then I had to get my dark glasses and my scoop hat, and we go to the dog run. And then we'd see all the families, not family, but like all the like people with dogs there. And a few of the people who were at the bar that night going, hey, did you give updates about what's going on in the community? Did you hear about so and so? Blah blah, dating who? Who really? Yeah, man, that's crazy. So it goes back and forth. So and so's moving back home to Michigan, whatever. All these other people are moving in. Did you know that the rent prices are now 1,300? Hey, did you know the rent prices are now 1,800? So and so just got a place for 2,000. What? So and so wants 2,200 for this. Oh, I heard that they're getting 2,300 for that. So and so now it's $5,000 a month in rent. Better get the fuck out of here, you know. And while all that happens, the people who replace that bar with just people you didn't even want to fucking be around. The art of drinking. So man, and I've been drinking since then, right? So now I'm like, man, that's like from 16 to what? I was about to say 46. 46. It's still 30 plus years of drinking, generally weekly. It doesn't matter how much water I drank or how much exercise I was doing. And now it's just time to stop. I was like, oh, maybe I'll just drink on like weddings and uh, big events like that because those don't come around often. But I like, do I have a aversion to actually just quitting and stopping it? Because that implies I can't quit and stop. And yeah, one of my things is if I think I can do something and something in my head says you can't, there's something that you can't do it, I try and do it anyway. You telling me I can't do it won't affect me, right? So now I'm like, am I some latent alcoholic? Human myself with all the water drinking and exercising? Quit. Just stop gaming yourself and quit drinking. I was like, all right. So now with this whole Dougie thing, I'm just kind of like, you know what? We're going to reintroduce the running. That's good for everything. It gets the body moving. It's physicality, which is what I need. Um, Not going to stop the guitar. We're not going to make it any more intense. We're just going to do these mornings every day: Saturday, Sunday, Sunday, Monday, Monday, Tuesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Friday, Saturday, Saturday, Sunday, until one day we go, wow, 1,000 days. I wonder if we're any good now. And then maybe we can play something, and the people who go, wow, I remember the first few shows, or when I found this in month 6, he was horrible, or he was slightly better than I. And now at the end of this excursion, you know, he is what I would call your assessment, what I would call like a guitar player, whatever that means to you, right? So that means if you handed me a guitar uh, and said play something, I could do that, or I could. What did I see those guys doing? They put together notes that they what do they call it? It's not freestyling. But you know what I'm saying. You know, you want to be able to like be competent with it, and I think you can do that in 1,000 days. And we're about to see. Either I will be competent in 1,000 days, or I will be shitty but a guitar player in 1,000 days, and then I will just start another 1,000 days so I get confident. Um, Having said that, what does that have to do with all the alcohol and the drinking and the blah, blah, blah? Plus, there's a giant. When I quit smoking, I was like, man, this is getting $2 for a pack of cigarettes. This is outrageous. Uh, and I think I kept smoking until it got to be about 4. I was like, I'm not going to break a 10 to get cigarettes. And I think I quit when honestly, it was about 6:57, somewhere around there. And because I began to feel bad about me, I was like, I thought you said you were going to quit when it hit 5. What happened to that? And I was like, what? You don't think I can quit smoking? This is how I quit smoking. There was a dude who I don't like to judge people, but I thought he was just a pompous, smug idiot. I don't think he was another transplant from somewheresville whose parent coded his life, so now he's got this inflated sense of his whitedom, right? And we would tell him, this is fucking Brooklyn. You're gonna talk to people like that, and you're gonna get your ass knocked out at night, you know, because we were right around the corner from the projects. You had better, watch your head. And he was just skipping through with his eyes closed. He was an idiot. He had quit smoking. I forgot how he did it, but I think the way the story he tells it, or as I heard him relay it to somebody who told it to me, somewhere like this. Because again, I didn't like him. We didn't get into too many conversations. He was always in a bunch of people that I was talking to, but he was never alone with me because I didn't like him. And I'm pretty sure the feeling was mutual. And he quit smoking, and some weird like Audie Murphy way where he just kind of was like, Audie Murphy decided he had an alcohol problem, locked himself in a hotel for like a week with no alcohol and like food room service, and kicked it. But he was a military guy, right? So he had the military will teach you mental focusing and what I don't get is people who go just that's the first thing they get rid of with like when they keep their camouflage so you could thank them for their service, but all that discipline, a lot of them just let it go straight out the window, right? So I always thought that was amazing. And then he had one of these stories where he was just kind of like, yeah, and I was just kind of like, he quit smoking. I've got more willpower than that moron. He quit smoking, and that was one of the emphasis for me going, oh no. If that guy can do it, oh hell yeah, I can do it. And plus I had another reason, too. But it was all these little things. But then I was like, him, yeah. So I quit, and it has been oh, what 20 years. I think I was in my mid-30s. So yeah, it's been about 20 years. But it's weird, right? Because I got into smoking late. I got into smoking at 20. So I think I smoked for about 15 years, right? Every day, pack a day, while running and doing all this. Uh, and then I just got to, and when I quit smoking, I still enjoyed smoking, but I didn't enjoy smelling like it, and I like the idea of health issues were right around the corner. I mean, I still smoke. There's tobacco's a carcinogen. Yeah, I mean, smoking has been in the human uh, sphere like since music began, right? For like 30,000 years or so, smoking something. I just don't smoke carcinogens. So all this was because Dougie Doug, as well as me sort of slipping on my discipline, right? What I wanted was to get a little fit. It's mind, body, soul, right? Uh, Body is the running, getting a little fit, not trying to enter any marathons or anything. The 1,000 Day Devotional is for the soul. It's more between you and me, a religious practice to show that I still have faith in something. I've had some discipline in something that I can do some good thing that, while hard now, will feed my soul. Right? It's kind of like reading the Bible. I think it takes. What did someone say? It takes. I have 3 years in my head to read the Bible, but I think it's a little shorter than that. But it's the idea that after you read it, you've felt like you've done something good for your soul, right? Mind, body, and soul. So the running is for the body. The guitar thing is for the mind, and quite frankly, and the spirit. Some things overlap, but really the mind stuff should be education, right? I want to go back and get a law degree, so that's mind, right? I want to run, maybe, who knows, run a marathon sitting in the back of my head. I'm not really looking to do it. I'm just looking to get fit now. But that's a body thing, right? A soul thing is learning the music. Being more spiritual. Painting is good for my soul, right? So these things trying to keep you balanced, right? Keep your lasers and your shields and your engine, right? Because you're taking power from something. So now your engine is racing and you're flying through the galaxy, but now you got no lasers to protect yourself. So now you bump down on the engine and you increase your lasers, but now you're open because you got no shields, right? So now you lower your lasers and you lower your shields. Everything's still balanced and equal, and you're not moving as fast as you want, but you're moving. You're protected. Uh, you could be better protected, but instead of having no protection, you're protected. And what's the lasers? The lasers thing is the fighting. I like the physicality, just in case you need to protect yourself, right? So just in case you need to run or fight, the running, the working out is there. Just in case you need to outthink somebody who's telling you that women can't be president or this, that, or the other nonsense, you can just, instead of just being mad and angry, you can go, wait. Let's dive into this, right? And just, who knows? At the end of that conversation, maybe he'll be like, I can't believe I thought that. Women should only be president, right? So it's that, and then it's the spiritual stuff of when you are alone, that you're not lonely, you are internally interesting, right? You paint, you draw, you doodle on your computer, you cook, you bake, you you may be one of these home people. Like my mom is one of these people, always calling everybody to see how everybody is, keep up on everybody, letting everybody know who. So like, like communication towers in your family, right? We have a few of those going. Hey, Aunt so and so called mom. Ooh, you know what just happened? Your word. It's sort of gossip, but it's also, I'm not a big fan of gossip. I'm beginning to see the need, the use for it. Uh, so all of this, good Lord, I have been talking for 22 minutes and I have not touched the guitar. And I found my metronome first, so we're gonna put that right here. We're gonna move this over here, and we're gonna move this coffee. We're gonna move this coffee. We're gonna move this right here. We're gonna put the metronome right about there. Uh, so yeah, mind, body, and soul. This is what this is about. Come and join me on my journey. Even better yet, I think it's the milk. I think the milk is sketchy. You know, you can always tell the milk is sketchy because there's a slight film, right? And then sometimes there are white lines that show the coagulation of, like, I guess the milk. I was going to call it milk energy. I don't know what it's really called. I only buy milk to put in coffee, so when I give up coffee, I can give up milk. Um, but you do need some milk, and I hate to say it, milk in the house is good if every now and then your stomach is wonky. Instead of Pepto Bismol, just drink milk. Everybody's always crying about something. I'm allergic to milk. A lot of people aren't allergic to stuff; they just don't like stuff, and they don't like it in a way that it's bad for them. Yeah, don't like it, but drink it. Just, get a little calcium in you. I'm not saying a giant ass glass, but like a shot glass of milk every other day. That might be all you need. Uh, but I know I'm not a doctor, and TV tells you to string yourself out on everything. The best part of those commercials are, what would be the fine print? Warning: this pill may cause you to grow a testicle out of your left earlobe. You're like, ugh, okay, so worth it. I'm going to take these pills. Um, all right, coffee's bad. Yeah, it's kind of a couple of things. I think the milk is slightly like turned. I don't think there's enough milk in it. Milk. I don't think there's enough sugar in it. And usually when it tastes good, but that's cold and the milk is fine, when it gets room temperature, I can drop an ice cube in it and another teaspoon of sugar and have an iced coffee. I know. But this is not going to be that. This is actually going to just, why don't we just get rid of this now? This is not awesome. Oh, I'm also thinking about turning this whole thing into a journal, like a daily journal, with a guitar segment in it. Because Virginia, yeah, is about to legalize the marijuana cigarettes, the devil's tobacco. So they're gonna do that, and you can have 4 plants, and you can grow 4 plants, and as long as they have like your numbers on them. And I used to grow. I used to work at a nursery, plant nursery, and I loved it. I planted white rose bushes in my parents' front yard when I was a teenager. My father came and was like, "You did that?" I'm like, "Yeah, nice white roses. They blossomed. They were beautiful. All the kids ran up and stole them." Just yeah. So if you have rose bushes, you have to protect them, especially if you have one. And if you have tons, something tells me people will still run through and like pilfer their. I mean, they were beautiful, but like I said, nothing lasts forever, especially flowers, right? Flowers once plucked last about a week. Um, but it was one thing to see them just all gone with the locusts, and it was children, right? And I don't blame them. I did that once, ripped off these flowers and brought it home to my mom, and my mom told me, "Don't take people's flowers, honey." And I thought I was doing something good for my mom, and I thought she'd like it, but she appreciated it, but she also used that moment to say, and then I realized years later after work, and this is how I was telling, who was I telling this? You should tell like children this stuff. They may not get it then, but it will dawn on them when they're older. I've had a lot of those moments with my mom and my dad, right? Uh, one, one specific time, me and we weren't even arguing. I was just being I was being a teenager and she was being a mom. And I think I was right. And she thought she was right. And I was like, whatever. And she was like, one day when you're older, you're going to wish you meet a girl like me. And I was like, what are you crazy? I was like, pfft. By the time I was 27, I was tired of like dealing with these women. I was like, man, I wish I could meet a woman. And then I caught myself saying, I was like, oh no. But she was right. All the young ladies I meet back then in New York City, were super feminists. I mean, you couldn't ask them to make you a sandwich without them giving you a lecture on like women in the kitchen, like it's a fucking sandwich, right? And then you find out that they can't make you a sandwich because they can't cook, and they're burying stuff. So my last relationship, I did most of the cooking, all of the laundry, and all of the house cleaning because these are the things that my parents they were part of my chores growing up, so I was good at them. Um, and quite frankly, my ex was not. Uh, but she was awesome. But she could not move her philosophy, and that's the problem. As you age, you have to adjust your philosophy to your age and the new situation in the environment. And no one ever adjusts not no one. Few people ever adjust their philosophy, right? The winds of change are always blowing. Um, yeah, it is what it is, what it is, isn't it? And that's what it is. We are here to play guitar, not listen to me go on and on and on. I should turn that air conditioner down. But Dougie's in the God damn it, Dougie's in the cage. Man, walked right in and pissed on my. We had just went out. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, it makes me feel like the bad guy, quite frankly. Really, I could have sworn I wrote 5 of these things yesterday. Sweet Jesus! All right, we don't have coffee. Wow. Okay. Well, I guess we don't have coffee. It's Saturday. Stop your crying. There's worse stuff going on. Oh, right. Before I do anything, I want to write our Dougie walk list. All right. Oh, I'm two behind. So this was yesterday. Now, then he went out again at, I want to say 11 to 11:25. He did both. Then he peed in the house. He went out today at about 5:45 a.m. We got back at about 6:20. He did both. And then he peed in the house. All right. I fed him here and I fed him here. I'll feed him again at about 3. Go try and empty him out. And I'm pretty sure that he will pee in the house. So angry. I'm so angry. I'm not even angry. Like I tell my nephew all the time, words have meaning. Use the words you mean. I'm not angry. I'm just I'm just disappointed. No, I'm not angry. I guess what is the word for put out? I'm just a little peeved is a milder version. I'm just wow, I don't even know what I am. I'm not angry, but I am. Come on, Sean, you have a fairly decent vocabulary. Where is the word you're looking for? It's in here somewhere. I'm not angry. I can't be angry at Doug, and I can't be angry at. So I feel like my time is wasted. I feel like this is sort of a fucked up thing to do to people. But I don't feel used. I'm not angry and I don't feel used. So what is going on here? I think I feel like I'm being made to be the bad guy, to be the disciplinarian for Dougie. I think that's what it is. Because I know I'm not angry. And I'm pissed. I don't like to be put in the... Look, if I have to be the disciplinarian, I got it. Let me know. I'll walk in there and disciplinarian up the place. But I don't want to have to be cruel to the kids. And that's what I feel like I'm doing with Dougie. I don't think Dougie knows the rules because no one told Dougie the rules. And now I have to come in like a prison guard or a drill sergeant and yell and be mean to Dougie in a place that he's not familiar with, right? I mean, come on, man. They're dogs. They're not lamps. They have their own psyches, and some are good and some are bad, and some are afraid, and some, they're all different types of personalities. You should know the kind you have, and then you should engage that type of personality. I mean, they're part of your family. Mm. They're part of your family. All right. I'm sorry, Dougie. But at the same time, he's doing a lot of damage for a little. I guess the only saving grace is I should open these windows and get a fan in. I guess the only saving grace is he's not a bigger dog. If he was this big, if he was like as big as like I had a Belgian Malinois, and she was about 75 pounds, 80 pounds, right? Maybe she was 65, 70 pounds. And she was impeccably trained. What if you had like a Roddy, like all these guys, or a pit bull, and they were just kind of, I mean, he gets excited, he squats, and he pisses. I just not the mode, man. I don't know. All right. Remember, we should all have breakfast before morning weekend guitar practice. I didn't, but that's all right. Come on, Cone, put this thing out. All right. So thank you. All right. So recap. So we're still doing the cage, right? All majors, the C, the A, the G, the E, the D. And we're also doing finger exercises, which we were doing spiders, which are these. Down. just to strengthen these, right? And then we were doing what I call 1-4s, right? 1 4 3 4 2 4 3 4 1 4 3 4 2 4 3 4. Sort of trying to get the fingers to work independently, but then I found another one because I was really just messing up the spiders. But then I found another one, which is right. It's a 5th fret. All right, so it's 5th fret, pinky on 5th fret, which is a G, right, right, right. Is it an A? E F F sharp G G sharp A. Right. Okay, so it's an A. Excuse me. We're gonna put our fledgling guitar fingers on 2, 3, and 4 fret, 2, 3, 4, and 5 fret, the A fret, and we're going to do pinky, ring finger, sort of like 1 4 3 4 2 4 3 4, but just pinky and the ring finger. And when we go down, we're going to step the pinky over, and then we're going to go up. This is just we're just doing these two. I should take an aspirin now because yesterday, yeah. All right, so let me get a glass of agua. So I guess to complete that story, to finish that story. Yeah, I think I have to at least try 30 days of all of this together and introduce one every like 2 weeks. So once I get rid of Dougie Doug, which is Monday, I think I'm gonna do a Monday 3-mile run walk somehow. It usually, back in the day, it took me 20 minutes to do this. About a half an hour running in actually maybe 45 minutes. Good Lord, how long did it take me to run 3 miles back in the day? I was not running 10-minute miles. I think it was like 45 minutes. Give or take. Some days were hotter than others. Ooh, ice water. All right. So I don't think I've aged that much, he said, knowing full well that was not the case. So what I think I'm going to try and do is I'll give myself an hour to run 3 miles, which I can absolutely do. But I think what'll be happening is a lot of run walking. And plus, it's good to just be out in the sun, and it's good to sweat. So I guess we're going to try and fit that into our day. I have a Ben Franklin. Do you guys know the Ben Franklin How to Be Productive thing? All right. All right, I can, why is this? Oh, yeah. Got it placed under the door. All right, so while we do this, while we stick this here for the time being. Yes, it's another board. And there's 5 keys for more effective something or other. I forgot what it says. But it's duration, timing, goals, smarter, not harder. And I forgot what the 5th one was. I don't think it was important. I just got rid of it for some reason. So this is a printer. I gotta get my printer rehooked up and get art in it, right? So this is Ben Franklin's How Not to Be a Lazy Cur, I guess. Which way am I moving this? I'm moving it this way. All right. So each of these numbers represent the time. So he would get up at 5. Mind you, this was like 200 years ago. Get up by candlelight. You had to do stuff, right? So you can adjust the times on here, like watch, wake up. You get like 90 minutes for breakfast. You get work like 9 to like noon. You do some account work, which I guess is send emails now. You have your lunch while you send emails, right? And then you go back to work. Let me see. I'm losing it. And then at around 7, you put shit in, right? You play your music. You pay some bills. This is nightly. And the question is, what good have I done today? And then you get some sleep. So I figure you can adjust, like erase some of the times, hour block. I only need about 5 like hours of this. So if I come home at like 6, let's put this back so I don't lose it. If I come home at like 6, right, I'm just gonna do some of these, and that's gonna be cook. There's gonna be music. It's gonna be if I had a dog, or take the dog for a walk. Or if I had a lady, make sure she's all right. How's your day? What you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Talk to her for a good 20 minutes. If I had kids, you put that on your schedule so you know that you're doing it. Because we all have to work. And I guess that's great if like you're, a founding father. But I think it's a really good way to look at, like, to be productive, I guess. Right. But it's 200 years old and it's really smart. So I'm sort of going to try and weave that in here. But on that list is that 3 mile walk. On that list is trying to plan to go back to get this law degree sometime. I need to stop telling y'all that, because then I'm going to have to do it. But you're supposed to speak it to the world, right? Speak it to the cosmos and bring it to life, or bring it to reality, not to life. All right, so we're doing these. That's that's on the 5 goal thing. Remember, we're strengthening. Is that the light's not on? Is it on back there? Oh, that's fine. We're strengthening our pinky, because these are the weakest, but they normally work together. These don't work together at all, so we got to get these two familiar with each other. Ooh, I already feel that right here. Woo! All right, we're also going to throw push-ups into the mix. Seriously, push-ups and planks. We're not going to reinvent the wheel here, right? We want the fewest exercises to give us the most kick. And I think like you need a strong core, right? We all sit down a lot, and my core is now mud just because of all the drinking and lazing about. So we got to strengthen. We got to make these two stronger. We got to make these two more coordinated. We got to make the pinky, stronger when in reference to the strongest finger, and it isn't. And we have to just, in general, make the pinky stronger and more independent of its, let's say, older brother, the pointer. And these two, like I said, work well together, but they're slowing in each other's way. So we got to get these guys faster. So essentially, these 4 fingers who do all the work, as well as the thumb, which is always supposed to be, I guess, sometimes adding pressure so that the keys, the fingers can dig into the keys. Sometimes I don't know where to put it, so I'm still doing that. And on top of all that, which is just my strumming and my metronome skills are, I won't say abysmal. I would say that they need work. He should be fine. It's been an hour. He pees all the time. Um. Anyway, what did we do yesterday? Ugh. Ugh. Did I forget what we did yesterday? Did we pushed up yesterday? All right. And then we did this on the A. Push up. All right. Then we did this on the G, which was fine. Then the E, which was fine. Then the D, which was almost fine. So our problems are still married to us, and we don't want them to be. We don't want. Now it rings clearly. We don't want this low E key muffled. So we're gonna do all. I just, one day, like I say, we have a box of mistakes to make on this thing, whether it's 1,000 or 10,000. We will slowly use up all our mistakes, and then the mistake box will be empty, right? And there will be no more mistakes. That's the way we're looking at this. So we're not, we will one day be fluid enough that nobody, nothing's perfect. We will one day be fluid enough that those occurrences will be like, oh man, that hasn't, that hasn't happened in a while. They'll be like headaches. You get occasional headaches, right? You don't get one a week, one a month, one a year. And I used to suffer from migraines. Well, for like, God, it was like 11 years, 10, 11 years. I mean, I still squint in the sun because of it. I always have sunglasses on. Just because. And you know, it's another thing. Every now and then people have their brights on and someone can take a corner and like shoot a light beam in my eye and it feels like someone shot a laser at me. I felt like it hit the back of my skull right here. Man, I remember those days. I'd have to walk Sydney. It's always good to have a partner, people, to help walk your dog, if for no other reason. All right, so you got to push up and you got to push up. And if you push up, that's fine because you mute the E string. All right, so. Oh, so all I'm going to have to get and then shove everything up. This is having trouble gaining purchase on that B string. But I shove at the fret, shove everything up. The 3-finger will, is that right? Is it this? Or is it this? It's this, knucklehead. All right. First, you might want to put your fingers on the right strings. It's this for the C. So if I push this, my 3rd finger up, or not even, if I hit it both, one solidly and the other dull, which is what I want, but then I go and I muffle the one below me. So I'm going to have to hit it and push it up. So to muffle, that's supposed to be clean. That's the G string. Okay, so I know what I have to do. It hurts, but I have to somehow get in here fast, proper strings, and shove everything upwards. And be mindful when I shove everything upwards. Man, this thing is either going to hit this low E string or this, that's what I'm touching, or the B string. Not the B string, the G string. There's no hack for that, is there? It has to ring clearly. It has to ring clearly. And then A has to ring clearly. That wasn't bad. G, we're good at. E, we're good at. D, we're good at. And if we can do this again. All right. All right. Well, we're gonna work on our pinkies because wow, does that hurt? The whole pull. What was I doing that all of a sudden my fingers hurt now? This I don't know how to position my hand to get this finger not to be like this, and then touching two keys, 2 strings rather. All right, let's just do the fingers. Okay, and when I do this, my fingers end up falling out like that, which is also bad. I think what happened here, I feel like things were going well, and then I got kind of cocky and overconfident, and now my fingers hurt. And you know, these two fingers, man. They have very little strength, and definitely not enough strength to hold like a string down for very much longer. Plus, or move very fast. Stop blowing up like that. So what am I supposed to do with these two? I'm trying not to uncurl uh, my pointer finger and my middle finger, which always ends up happening by the time I get here. I'm supposed to. Man, I'm having trouble just keeping everything sort of like in a tight ball, ready to pounce, as they. All right, let's try to the metronome. We're being wiggy and stupid, and that is not us. So, oh, that's set. What did we set it for yesterday? Is this what we had it on yesterday? I think that was for the. None of that worked out well. Rattly as F. I did it again. Why am I keep misplacing that? All right, so we're gonna. I'm just gonna blame it on not having coffee. We really do need to work on both of these and get a little tighter. Okay. You know what we're gonna do? What were we doing yesterday? We were going down and over, then up, then over, then down, then over, then up, then over, then down. We weren't doing all of them though. I know I'm not on the metronome. I'm just trying to. Why don't you just get on the metronome? That's right. It's the last. Okay, the last two. It's. It's 4. I forgot how to climb down. All right. Well, we still need to do 15 minutes of Sniff the Bomb. We just do it. Should we slow this down? I'm touching all the I'm touching touching all the strings. So by the time I get here, I'm just lying on strings, and they're not touching the. They should be over and striking, and they're not doing that. They're, excuse me, wow, they're coffee. All right. And we're going to give up coffee too. I mean, there's got to be a way to have less. I mean, I don't want to sound like a hippie about it. I already have a low intake of sugar, other than all the sugar that they put in everything. I have a low intake of salt. I drink a lot of water. I could eat more vegetables and fruit. I've already dramatically cut back the amount of fried stuff I eat, with the exception of hamburgers and steaks. Is this an all-around push for healthy? What am I looking for here with all this? And they're supposed to be permanent. I don't want to say permanent changes. They're supposed to be, some of them going to be permanent. Me learning music is a permanent change. Me getting back to just being, because I feel weird being this heavy. I think that just gets me back to a place that I was comfortable. And that's only like 10, 15 pounds, right? And doing stuff every day gets me out. That's good for your psyche. So that should be. So yeah, maybe I'll take up golf as long as I get outside every day. Wow. Change is good. Keep pushing down. Keep pushing down. Ooh-wee. This is not comfortable. Yeah, okay, I'm beginning to lose everything in this hand. Put your finger in. I know this sounds weird, but I would really like to feel a guitar player's finger muscles, just for reference. How you gonna walk up to a dude and go, "Hey man, can I touch your fingers?" Excuse me? Well, no, that's all right, man. I'm a guitarist. I just want to touch your fingers. Get the fuck out of here. Here comes the bouncer. I'm just keeping them on one fret now. I'm just to get some sort of timing down. See that? Put your finger in. An ear toward Dougie. I am definitely going to be getting calluses on my pinky, but they've got to be standing up like this. And none of them are. They don't have placing them is really, especially that pinky. For me to get, first of all, it's got no pressure to push, but for me to get the pinky, I have to move the whole guitar around just to sort of get the pinky in a good spot. Can I play it from here? Wow. So I guess when I'm not playing, I got to be doing just these as hard as I can. Woohoo. Woohoo. All right, boys and girls. We are not in our heads about our weak hand, but we know our weak hand will get stronger. And we are not stressed about our chords because we know our chords are going to get better. Like I said, you got a box of mistakes and we're running through them quick and dirty, fast and furious, and eventually that box will be empty and you'll just have a nice ornate chest you can put your other wishes in. All right? But as we make mistakes, we're not going to kick our butt because we are on a noble pursuit here and we don't need the drama. Looks like as long as I talk smoke and not pay attention to what I'm doing, I do slightly better. My hand doesn't hurt as much and that finger doesn't stick out that high. So this hurts. Helps with precision and strength, but you begin to get sloppy. Ooh, wow. I mean, that's on console too, but down here it really hurts. Come on, you can pluck. Yeah, I know it's not great. It's not great. Oh my God. But I will tell you, it hurts the ever-loving dickens out of your hand. I'm telling you, I can feel it like right here, going down to like right about here. Like this tiny little, it feels about as wide as like a shoelace, and then it feels like it swims out like a thumb gets like wider to right about here. Oh. Ooh-wee. All right. We are going to be killing this thing in about 2 years. But for right now, this is what they call sweat equity. But it doesn't hurt. Let's use the right word. That is just really, it's not annoying. It's letting you know that it's there. It's not throbbing. It's made itself known to me. It's sore. It's tired, is what it is. But it doesn't hurt. Um, it's just all of a sudden it sits there and tired. That worked out. Good job. Easily correctable. G is nice. E is good too. D is great. Oh, that was fine. I hear him in there. I don't blame you, Dougie. But seriously. Okay, we'll try that again after we do more of these because I take my mind off one and then the other one seems to kind of settle in on me. All right, let's do it down here. Dang it, Dougie. He's got to be bored. I gotta tell you, I took him out this morning, and he did 1 and 2. Then we walked 20 minutes longer, and he peed and peed and peed. And I was like, yeah, he's empty. As soon as we get in here, I'll literally leave him alone for like 5 minutes, and he pees on my art books. It's just. I feel bad about some of this stuff. The cosmos is vast. What does that have to do with this? There's something to think about while I don't think about strumming. Because if I think about strumming, I'll make a mistake, and we don't want to make a mistake. So we're just sort of trying to have this seep into our subconscious memory, hand motion, versus trying to seep it into our what's your top memory? Our conscious memory, I guess. Now we want to do these two. All right, you guys should work better together. Let's put you guys down here. I can feel this one too. Okay. I felt that one. This one, like right up here. It's really weird. The pinky got me right here, like right, like really, and then it just kind of blossomed right. This one is like right in here somewhere. I didn't do it, but yeah, it's amazing. All right, so I guess I have to do not just finger exercises, but forearm exercises, right? Not just shake them loose, but well, I guess push-ups will be good for Wow. Okay. This is all right. It's amazing. Stop. All right. And like I said, like you watch these guitarists and you look at their fingers and they're just kind of like super slim. The knuckles are big because there's no fat on their fingers, right? It's all muscle. Um. Wow. All right. Let's do some more of those and see if I can pinpoint where that hurts. Not hurts. Hurts is the wrong word. We're not thinking about what we're doing. We're just doing it. So, and we know proper fingering position. We know where we want the strings to be on our fingertips. So this is not that hard because we're doing it and we know what we want. And we're not thinking about it. There's other things ringing here, and that shouldn't be happening. I don't know why that's happening. Is it? Am I? When I take my finger off, am I ringing a note? How silent can this thing be if it's supposed to make noise? Am I being hard on myself? Right here. This finger went right here where I'm drawing this line. So, oof. And then it cut back right like, oh, wow. Oh man, that was a really interesting sensation. Strengthening. Okay, all right. Okay, it's 9 o'clock. Last week, I think I showed morning show in 4.5 hours, and our Sunday show went 6. Just to hop in and play guitar with us if you wanted to, us. But Dougie was not here then. So these will not be as long as they should be because I have a. That's a phone to do. Can't do that to a metronome though. All right, so that was good. Don't know what that was, but that was fun, right? Yeah, this is going to be a useless endeavor if we don't work on our weakest points and we attack them so they're no longer our weakest point. And our weakest points is, quite frankly, the metronome, timing, and pinky and strumming. And I think that's essentially all of guitar playing. Oh my God. So, oh man, could I go for some coffee? And mind you, it's fine to stop and smell the roses. Like I said, we're not tiger momming it. You don't have to. You can stop and chill. Go get a cup of coffee if your milk is good. You should be a better plucker than this. You hear all that extra chiming? Like, that's just sloppy playing. What's up, Tony? How you doing, man? These should all be clean. None of these are clean. And this finger's poking out. This finger should not be poking out. It should be tucked in. All right, so let's try it again on our lower fret so we don't have to keep stretching because I think my hand... I'm missing a lot of these strings too. Like that. And my fingers are laying all over the... Like I'm hitting this one like I'm supposed to. But I guess it wouldn't mind if I didn't have to check the... Oh yeah, cool, man. I'm just trying to level up. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody has a good weekend. Spend it with friends and fam, the people you enjoy most, or spend it alone if you want. But I hope you enjoy your day, because I'm going to be over here. You hear that rattle? For a minute, I thought Dougie got out. Rattle. All right. Back to these. This is my strumming hand's fault. Man, do I feel this right in here. Ugh. Ugh. Ooh. Ooh-wee. Hold on. How this will work. Oh, yeah, that's the ticket. All right. Apparently, I am gonna have to. I can't even say come up with a hand regiment, but I think I'm gonna have to do something with my forearms, like push-ups or something. As for my fingers, I think this is just gonna have to be plain, right? But I think I can do something about my forearms, arm curls or something, just to. But all those slight tendons in there, pulling on muscles, those are gonna have to be done the old-fashioned way. I guess aspirin and plain. Whew. That is something else. I need like a roller. I could roll my whole right arm. How far does a pinky muscle go? Now I'm just curious. I wonder if I'm being overly dramatic and there's no such thing as a pinky muscle, and my pinky is just a figment of my imagination. Uh, Pinky muscle in the hand. Okay. Ah, okay, I'm right. Okay, that's exactly where that hurts. All right. Ooh, that's not good. That's definitely not good. All right. Pinky muscle in the arm. Pinky in the arm. Ulnar neuritis. Ulnar nerve entrapment. Ulnar neuropathy. Pinched nerve, nerve compression, nerve pain. All right. So, what am I looking at on my? So, is this way? Or is this way? It's hard to even know which one is the front and which one is the back. I'm looking for my left hand, right? And these things just look like cute. All right. Well, I have a crappy history with anatomy because I draw. I've taken art classes. I never really was concerned myself with remembering where anything was connected to because I wasn't going to be a medical school person now, but I do kind of know where the muscles are when I draw like a hero figure. I just don't know what they're called, and I never concentrate enough to make any close up, of the hand or anything. So I don't know what is in there, and it's really hard to. Is this the left hand? That's a right hand. But that looks like a pinky, and this goes to that. Is that wrapping around the elbow? I should really take a freaking art class again and pay more attention this time. Everything old is new again, people. Okay, is this a right hand? It's- That's the back of the hand, right? So, yeah, so this would be a right hand. And then they flip it. Right. So, okay, I'm looking for left hand. Everything's a right hand. All right, well, I can semi find it. That's exactly flexor digitorum superficialis, flexor carpi ulnaris, palmaris longus. All right, so I think I'm screaming about my flexor carpi ulmus, right? Or what is this right here? Those don't hurt. This is the pinky. Flexor digitorum superficialis, or the flexor carpi radi. Well, when I mess with the, yeah, all right. So we know what hurts and where it hurts, and it looks like what we thought it looks like. It felt like a little belt, a little like shoelace kind of pain that branched out like a thumb. We said, but it looks more like a long palm leaf from tendon to muscle, and where that's what we're essentially annoying, right, with our behavior of messing around with the guitar, and it's letting us know, yo, man, what are you doing? We've been here asleep, chilling. Leave us alone. And I'm like, no, we're guitarists now. Wake up, get fit. This is your triathlon or whatever, running your mile and getting your kicks in. Told my stupid brain, had the same conversation Homer always has with his brain about things are going to change around here. Not all at once, but things are going to change around here. Get your head in the game, no pun intended. And the brain was like, I'm just going to stay here in the drugged out haze, smoke more weed, drink more whiskey, and write short stories that go nowhere. Not many short stories I have, I could probably put them in a compendium. They're all about the same thing. Is it weird that all my short stories are always about the same thing? I don't think so. All Stephen King short stories they're all great, but they're all about death and destruction. Not destruction. Death and eldritch demons. Other people write nothing but comic book stuff, right? Yeah. I need an actual hobby that pays me cash versus doing all this weirdly interesting stuff. That, trust me, if I showed you some of these short stories, you would be like, dude, you should stop writing. Your writing is actually worse than your guitar playing, and I didn't think that was possible. But do it anyway, man. I got ugly paintings here, stupid short stories, and now I've got a not so good guitar player in the house. But I have faith in him. He will one day be a good guitar player. Mediocrely, modestly decent guitar player. Decently average guitar player. Tuck your fingers in. Okay, boy, I'm gonna have to do a lot of strumming practice, strumming and plucking practice. There's a lot of practices going on here. Let's strengthen the pinky while we read. Did you hear that? That was horrible. Let's strengthen the pinky while we also work to better our strumming, while we also work to better our pinky and ring fingers connection to all of this. What are you doing? All right, if you're gonna keep doing that, I'm not gonna even deal with you. God dang it! Why do I keep swinging this thing and hitting this? All right, so it's almost 9:00. We're going to give Dougie another half hour before we crash this thing out. Then we're going to take him out. He should be able to sit in there for 2 hours. That'll give me any excuse because my freaking stupid fingers are not doing what I want them to do. And they're not tired. They're just not cooperating. Excuse me. Whew. Let's pause that. Let's walk around a bit. So, do we want to cut this on? We're happy with our progress. I mean, granted, we're not going to be opening any shows for anybody, but we're happy with our progress. I think that my frustration is natural, right? If you start working out in the gym, you expect to see. Oh, I gotta call those people. You expect to see, immediate results, right? But it's gonna take at a minimum 6 weeks, and we're nowhere near our 6 week mark. We've got other stuff in our head. Excuse me, such as Dougster. As well as all these side video projects we're kind of thinking about doing with people, right? The whole thing of me is we're trying to build a group of people to do the thing. I'm super happy that you're here watching, but if you keep watching, maybe like you'll pick it up in like a month or two, and that's what I'm hoping for. Because like I said, I think music is good for everybody, and there's a lot of stress in the world, and surely there should be some things that are free, and you can learn music on the internet essentially for free, and that's what we're doing. And one day we will use this free technology to sell our mixtape called Guitars and what was Kanye's album called? 88 Keys and Heartbreak or something. We call it like Guitars 88 Keys. We call it Six Strings and Heartbreak or some corny derivative nonsense like that. I love a good like album title. What was the name of it? And Heart. Was it Heartbreak? I guess this isn't it. Welcome to Heartbreak featuring Kid Cudi. 808s and Heartbreak. Yeah, right. Yeah. 808s, baby Bubba. Woo. So yeah, we'll call it Six Strings and Heartbreak. We'll play all his stuff on the on the acoustic guitar. And we'll be like Tiny Tim. Tiptoe through the tulips with me. And people will be like, oh my God. Her voice is so angelic. We need to hear more of her. And then when they're talking to you, you'll tell them, oh, I just started playing online and I listened to this weird guy and he was right. I made dug out my guitar, went at it for 6 or 7 months and then fell right back into writing songs or never wrote a song before. After 4 or 5 months, I knew the C, the A, the G, the E, and the D chord. Most songs I think have about 4 or 5. And I came up with a nice melody that people are now getting married to, right? People are like, oh wow, that's 2 out of this learn to play the guitar for free on the internet kind of thing that crazy guy did. But wait, there's more. Now there's some rapper out there with a guitar, beating it up, killing it, right? Gotta be hopeful, gotta be a dreamer, but gotta do some stuff too, right? You gotta do the stuff. You just can't hope guitar skills will come to you if you never pick up a guitar. You can't hope the beauty queen will go out to the prom with you if you never ask her or him. Sharp. All right. Is this right? I also got to cut my nails. All right, guys. I think we're gonna crash this out. I'm freaking worried about Dougie. I will leave this here. He's in a cage, and it makes me crazy. So I hear him crying in the other room. It's really making me crazy. Oh my God, he's crying in the other room. All right, so I'm gonna work on those 2 finger scales. I know you don't need to see me do it. Even though I'm thankful that you watched me do it for the last 90 minutes. And hopefully you'll see me and it'll be like, oh, bad this week. And then next week, just got a little better. He's a little more. But I really do think, I don't know how long it takes a hand to get strong, pinky, right? And like I said, like my finger locks out and that makes it hard to kind of like reach in and then bring it back without it kind of like clicking on me. And like I said, what I used to do is I used to have um, tape. I actually keep it in this guitar bag. Do I have it in here? Yep. So I used to do this adhesive tape. And I put this on, sort of bend my finger a little bit. Oops. There you go. Let's try this again. There you go. All right, so this sort of stops me from locking out. Let me see if I can play something with this on. That was my hack. Where's that thing at? Ooh, oh, it's coming undone already. All right, so let's try the 1-4-3 first, right? Look at this, it's coming undone already. Where is this? Did it still this 101? Hopefully this will stay for just this exercise, this one little exercise. And no, because you can see it already trying to. Oh, Lord, man. Anyway, 1, 4, 3, 4s. Look at how fast. I guess the tape is just bad from being in my bag for so many years. But that just reminds me to get another one. They're just slowly coming off. None of these are with the pinky though. This is a problem. I'm sort of doing better with this tape on because it never gets a chance to lock out. And when I stretch, it doesn't fully allow itself to fully extend and lock out. Strumming, plucking. This is not deliberate. Be deliberate. Be deliberate. It's skipping a bit. All right, so that's it, right? I put this on, and like I said, my finger doesn't lock out. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, this stops my finger from like locking out. Like my other fingers do it too, right? But I mean, you know, when you're trying to kind of like reach a note and it keeps doing that, I mean, it's a weird clicky quirky click clack kind of thing. But yeah, when I put tape on, it can sort of limit it from locking out as much. Ugh. You know you mess up when it sounds like a sitar. That sitar sound versus a. And when it locks out, I always have to shake it loose. See, but the tape will get stuck on the strings though. I need to find like a rubber gasket, not to get my finger stuck in. So it has to be like some sort of rubber anti-brace. Yeah. What am I doing here? It's this. And then it's this. It's this one is this one. I clicked it. Let's get on the G key. Okay. Is it 1-4-1-4 or 1-3-1-4-1-3-1-3? It's 1. It's 1-4-1-3-1-3-1-3-1-4-1-4, and the other one is 3-4-1-4-1-4. 1-3-1-4-1-4 or 2-4-1-4-1-4 2-4. Come on. I'm not even plucking the right strings. All right, hold on. It's wrong. Stop doing that. It's the tape on my hand. I can hear it. It's grabbing a string. But yeah, it's. I used to have when it was actually adhesive, it would hold it great. That just means I have to get more. I wonder what the date on this thing is. It has been there a while. I'm 1.5 by 10 yards, 1.3 meters. Right aid. All right, where is this? Yeah, okay, well, gotta get new tape. Oh, maybe I can use it for art. But it's got adhesives on the side, so yeah, probably not. Cha. What was I doing? I was doing 1. So that's. So what's the other one? The other one is 3-4. All right, it's 3-4. You need to hit the right string. No. Or is it 3-4, 3-4, 1-4, 1-4, 3-4, 3-4. You got, first of all, you need to hit the back of the fret, and you need to hit the string that you're aiming for, because the both of you are fucking up. You're just fucking up. Let's just tighten it up. Let's bring it together. I know we haven't had our coffee. No one needs to cry about it. People are doing worse than not having coffee. So the strings are close together. You should be able to hit them up and down. And you should not be drunk when touching these strings. So let's try this one more time. We know this. All right. Very simply. I'm sorry, I yelled at you, hands. All right, so here we go. Right, let's do it slow for some. Okay, that's the first one. So what is the second one? It's 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3. They're so close. They're so similar. It's making me freaking bananas. I've got four of these things in my head, and they're all sort of colliding into a hodgepodge of a mess. The only one that I know for sure is the first one. So what the fuck is that doing? How about this one? This is not that hard. Pluck, pluck, pluck. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, so where are we going? Where's the G? Where's my... This is my A. No, wait. This is my G. This is my A. Right. So what's the problem? What is this? Ugh. That's wrong. So it's got to be this. Hold it. Wait a minute. What is this? If I do this, so what is this? If I move it up here, is it different? It's obviously different. Because this, we know these. So if I go, that actually would have made sense if I hit the things right. All right. Right, because we got it already. Then we just add this to it, because that makes it a C chord. We gotta land on it naturally though. What about my D chord? This is my D. Wait, this is my D. And this is my D. That actually might work out better. All right, so come on. I am not frustrated. I'm just disappointed. I'm not that tired. I should be able to hit these things and figure whatever. See that? Okay, so let's do this. This is a D. Properly sound, this is a D. All right. And this is D. This is a D. A flat, B, C, C flat, D. This is a D. E, F, G, A. E, F, G, A, B, C, D. This is D. That's what I said. All right, so you're like, what the hell is he doing? I know that there are D's wrong all over the place, right? So I just have to find a couple of them and a couple of C's. I know this is a C, but I also know this is a C. And this is a C. C-E-C. E, C-E-C. Those two C's, let's do that. That's a C. This is an open E. How would I get all these? I would have to hit these two and pluck these two. Right? Yeah. Oh, good Lord. I don't know if I'm frustrated, if I'm tired, if I'm uncaffeinated, or if I'm got Dougie Douglas on my mind. I will say this. He is an awesome dude. He really is. He just needs, what's the word I'm looking for? He needs training. Shame on anyone who harms dogs and children. C, A, T, E, D, C, A, G, E, D. Let's turn the metronome, see if we can get at least the last 10 minutes of chords, since we want to leave this thing with a win somehow. All right, let's bump this up to 80. We can go up actually a little higher. I think we're getting better. This was good, right? Because a week ago we could not change our fingers that fast. Even as sloppy as you are, they're getting better. Sloppy, yes. You should know where you're going to be going beforehand, and stop moving so much that the guitar is slipping out of your lap. How do they keep it? How do they do that? Dang it. Better. We know we don't really have a problem with any of but the C, because my pinky finger muffles either the low E string, the first string, E string, or the third string, D string, right? And the A. So we know our weak points. Either my palm mutes it by accident, this meaty part of my hand, or my first finger mutes it. But the other ones we're good with. We know what they are. We can get to them fairly quickly if we need to. But when we transition to these other is where our doubt comes in, and it affects how cleanly we get to where we need to get to and in a timely manner. So even as sloppy as it is, we've improved with the metronome, right? And we've also improved with not, I can't say with the fingering. We've improved with keeping time on the metronome, and we've got not 100%, but let's say 60%, 40% more like sense memory on these chords. We know where they are. We know how to get to them. We don't have to watch. We don't have to watch the fretboard all the time. So you hear it sound stanky, but remember, we've got a limited amount of mistakes, and we're chomping through them. We do not care. We want that box empty so we can make it a planter. I don't know. Wait till we start playing something. We're gonna be awesome. But right now, we suck. All right. But that's fine. Nothing stays suckage. Right? The world shifts. Things you didn't like before, you like now. Come on. So we need to seriously figure out a way to because I've been trying this and this hasn't been working. That's not this, it's these three. How do you do it? Not the top string. You don't touch the A string, and you don't touch the low E string, and you get a ringing A with one finger. How do you do that? How? So I can't do it with 3 fingers. I can't do it with 2 fingers. Ooh. Right? Is that good? That would have to be. That would have to concentrate on these 2, and then this. Would that work? I cannot do that twice. All right, let's see this. What did I just do? I put him on these 2 and tuck them in the back. I hope I can remember that tomorrow. All right. The bottom, not the bottom 2, but okay. That worked 3 times in a row. So you're supposed to be holding that one down. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna try and remember this because second finger on the. Give me a second, there, buddy. Second finger on the B and G key, and my first lone finger as tight up on the D key as I can, and that somehow is better than the 1 and less cumbersome than the 3. That's my new A positioning. That's all that I decided. Um, uh, I hope everyone in chat is doing well. Let's like some stuff. Wow. It has been a day. I wonder what Dougie probably thinks. I am just the worst. It's 2 hours since we've been doing this. I may be back later. I have to. Now I really want to try these. What did I just do? I did this. Where's it? All right, I did this. D, G, and B key. So you'd have to go. That's still sort of better because they're here already, right? And then you key falls in on these two. Drops 1. I'm gonna work on that. All right, guys. I normally don't like to just stop playing and go goodbye. So we're gonna stop playing now, and we're gonna give ourselves about, what'd you guys say, 6, 7 minutes? Stop it. 10 minutes to wrap it up, talk, smoke. Let's give ourselves 10 minutes. Yeah, I've been talking about Dougie for the last few days. I am not gonna feel bad about it. Like the song says, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna shed no tears. So yeah, we're gonna strengthen these. I think this might be Power Week, right? Oh wow, I'm doing this and I can feel it right in here. We want to take an aspirin, right? We want to get a little arm massage if you got anybody to give you an arm massage. Maybe you can do that whole. What is his name? I want to say Kang, but there used to be an old martial arts movie about this martial artist in the West with Keith Carradine, and he would have to like pick up a hot scalding thing with a dragon on the side, and him picking that up would give him a dragon tattoo. So you can do like stuff like that. You can just dip your arms in really like cold water, I guess, to kind of get them relaxed, and then warm water, like. So whatever you do, whatever your regimen it is, you got to get the cold out your fingers. Like I guess they'll sleep too. You got to wake up some of these nerve joints that aren't used to being called on. They're never used to having their moment. They're always part of the opera, part of the chorus of the hand. Now you need them to do singular motion for themselves, and that's good, right? So we are going to do this thing. We're going to shave our head today. To give us something to do because Dougie probably won't let that happen. It's 9:30. He just went out. I'm going to take him out again. I should make him wait to 10. He's fed. He's in a cage. He shouldn't have to go out every 2 hours. No one would have a dog. I'm just feeling guilty. I don't know, man. Doggies and their owners. What's the temperature outside? Yeah. Here's the thing. That building should not have fallen down. People need to be arrested over it. And they'll just play word games and nothing will happen. Oh, and Derek Chauvin got 22 years when he should have got 35. He essentially was found guilty of everything and of attempted murder and homicide. And he essentially got 7 years for each thing, when you should be getting 15 years for each thing. So they're talking about, 22 years. You could run out and accidentally kill somebody with your car and get more than 22 years. These judges don't make any fucking sense to me. And then they get up there and pontificate about how I followed the law was written by racists. We all know this, right? It's just, it gets more and more arrogant. They really just keep doing more and more goofy stuff. What are you supposed to do with these people? Huh? Protest? Protest gets you nowhere. What, kill them all? Make this place Afghanistan? That gets you nowhere, in my opinion anyway. You gotta elect them out. They've rigged the elections, in my opinion, that only the wealthy and corporations can pick who gets to run. Right? I might be a great senator. You won't ever know it. You might be a great congresswoman. You won't ever know it. He might be a great president. We won't ever know it. You got to be endorsed by Goldman Sachs or some other giant billionaire, trillionaire ridiculousness. It's America. Congratulations. All right. So what are we doing here? We're going to work on our finger technique, the strength of the hand. We're going to. We may cook something today on YouTube. Man, I got to get back into my artsy fartsiness. Maybe we'll walk. There are options, right? We have options. We have options. All right, so music is our life now. This is what we do. You are musical. I am musical. We are musical. We are family. We are bound to this thing. We are each on our own journey, and when we see each other, we recognize each other as members of the same guild, right? Of musicians, and we have respect for those starting their journey, as well as respect for those whose journeys are nearing an end, and they have a giant, beautiful catalog of helping people or making the music that we love to listen to or play, or discovering things about music. Right? We get to be part of a really fucking awesome group, and we get to maintain our own identity, which is great. You don't have to change anything. You don't have to change anything about yourself. You just have to pick up the guitar, and when I meet you in the park, go, hey, I wrote this song about my 3-year-old when she told me about how the Easter Bunny does stuff, and it's like a lovely story that you wrote for your daughter. Oh, hey, I wrote the story about my mom. Or hey, I wrote the story about my sister. Or hey, I wrote the story about you because I think you're a knucklehead. You get to put your poetry and your musical skills together. And remember, it's been around forever. The muses were mostly about music. That's where we get the word from, right? Music. One of them name was harmony. So we are new to music, but we are not new to the culture and the genre of music. We were all born into it. There's been music playing since likely on in the delivery room that they put you in when you were born, right? There's always music around us. No matter what the genre is, or I remember back in the day, Muzak. Does anybody remember Muzak? Oh, sorry about that. No one remembers Muzak because Muzak was a thing, and it played in elevators, and it would be what's popular right now. It would be what's a popular song right now that's big and moving and poppy, right? And like any of the rap stuff, right? But they would change it to it'd be like recorders and like low flutes and ukuleles, and you recognize the song, but it would be totally like elevator music. Now elevator music and waiting around music and music on telephones are all modern music. It's all current music. Versus, whoops, there goes another rubber tree plant. Woo! Which is a pretty good song. Uh, there's a someone from the American Songbook, right? Whoops, there goes another rubber tree. Whoops, there goes another rubber tree, right? We could probably play that. That's probably copywritten. I wonder what the rules are for teaching yourself how to play music. Is it just given that, I'm trying to get you guys to watch. Is it just given that you can play a song or sing a song without some kind of writ from like the legal wizards? Because you remember, I said last week, the idea that you go to a wedding and then you tape it and then you put it on your page or whatever, and they take it down because it's some famous person's song. I'm like, it's a wedding or it's a birthday party or I don't know. So it's going to be hot today. What's the temperature outside?
It's about 82 degrees outside.
Already? Chance of rain, 80%? All right. I love a rainy day. I love a rainy night. Right? Eddie Money? Was it Eddie Money? I don't think it was Eddie Money. I think it was not Eddie Money. Who's the other guy? Ooh, I'm driving my life away. Eddie Rabbit. I love a rainy night. Eddie Rabbit. I love to hear the thunder and watch the lightning when it lights up the sky. Watching the lightning when it lights up the sky, it makes me feel good. Yep, Eddie Rabbit. These are all the people that I grew up that was on the radio when I was growing up. And they were all displaced, quite frankly, by rap music. Rap music is water, right? Everybody can do it. All over the world, there are rappers rapping in Indonesian and Chinese and, Spanish. Some are political and are in trouble, but rap music is more accessible than a guitar, right? Only thing you need for rap music is a piece of paper and a pen. And if you don't have that, you just need a good memory. You can write them in your head and say them to the world. So rap music gets a lot of hate from people who are hateful. You may not like it, but you got to admit, it is the bomb. And if someone puts you in a hole with nothing but a piece of paper, or chalk to write on the walls, something tells me you would eventually write a ballad of something with no music to it. And you may call it a poem, but poems set to music are songs, right? Poems set to music are hymns, right? So it is what it is. Rap music is great. The last great invention before the whole place fell into the drink. Okay. Again, this is why we will also not just because harmonicas go well with guitars. Because they get your lungs working, right? Sucking in air, breathing out air. Now, this might not be good in this pandemic environment. You might not want to do this at a crowded place, house party, indoors. But go out to the beach. And give your lungs a workout. I don't even know how to play this thing. Here's the thing: when you play one, you gotta carry a napkin with you, like a. This is an old-fashioned napkin, like you get in restaurants. A handkerchief. This is but yeah, because these things are gonna condense and be dripping, and you just want to be able to wipe them down. Shove this back in your pocket. It's like blowing the trumpet. There's that spit valve. or any of those wind instruments, no different. I should probably playing that so Dougie doesn't lose his mind. All right, so it's 2:15. We're gonna crash this one out. Chaka chaka chaka. I'd like to thank you guys for showing up to the morning practice. We wandered into some politics, but that's all right. We're friends. We'll do that. At least you know what I think. You know I'm not lying to you, right? I hope you stay around, and you will find that I'm ridiculously consistent. I'm for the little guy, no matter who the little guy is. And there are some questions I just don't understand that someone really needs to explain to me. And I usher those out to the world. And there are people that I have scorn for who are, okay, Dougie, who are in high positions who I really think could have saved some children 30 years ago and could be saving them now, and they won't. So, yeah, it's me and the guitar and you, and just trying to talk ourselves into sort of a better group. Like I'm gonna one day start like a music group where people can just come, barbecue, play new music. Hey, I found this little thing. Hey, what's that? Oh, this is an instrument from so and so. Maybe just stringed instruments, right? Stringed and wind instruments, like a harmonica or anything that you love. And then that way you get a nice mix. Plus, you always need drummers, right? So you get drummers in there, whether they're drummers with sticks, or I have a djembe in the other room. Um, and you just kind of like sit down, play music, but in an open place so the neighbors don't, because people love to cry, they love to complain, and they love to hate. So you don't want to harsh anybody's mellow, but you don't want them harshing yours. So you find a good open place, and people then will go, "Oh, I know that place down there. I can go to it, and then you make a little hub, and that's good. But you got to get out of the house. You got to get the kids off the Xboxes. You got to get off the horror of the Law and Order stuff and the friggin' scary, they're gonna come and get you stuff of Lifetime TV. You got to get away from this perpetual aggressive music of nonsense. You got to get away from all these people doing. I mean, it's in the environment. They put it in the environment of you. I mean, taking a plane trip, people are losing their minds on the plane, and I'm just people who would never have been in trouble before. So all these people, you know, you don't want to be one of them. And I think a lot of them thought they were fine until they found themselves in this ridiculous situation, or a very normal situation, and they had this outsized response to it. And then after it's all said and done, and the adrenaline is gone, and you realize, man, I got to get a lawyer for this, and oh my god, how much time am I looking at? I'm messing around on a plane, and oh my goodness, yeah. So, don't let it be you. Know that you got other things going on. You got a family to get home to, or you got a guitar to get home to, or you got a dog that you're actually training and you enjoy to get home to. Do that. I mean, don't dance with somebody who's looking to dance just because they want to dance with you. It's perfectly fine to take the day off. Okay, so Dougie Doug has been in doggy jail all for about 2 hours. Um, to recap for y'all, I took him out at like 5:40, walked him to about 5:45, walked him to about 6:20. He did both things, got him in the house, unleashed him, went I don't know if I put on coffee or brushed my teeth or something, came back here, pissed in the living room over my art books. I had left him alone for literally no more than 5 minutes. And he had just literally came inside 2 minutes ago. It didn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And it's really trying my Zen nature. I try to have a fun and cultivated Zen nature. I know it's not a normal thing, but I don't want to be mean and aggressive to everybody. I remember what it was like to like go to a church that I enjoyed. There was a whole bunch of kids my age. There was a whole bunch of adults who knew us. There were weekly barbecues in the summer, starting at somewhere around June through August. It was about community. Now it's about sitting your ass down, give me $1, and let me lecture to you. And nobody wants to hear that. Church is about community. And one of the giant things like about the black church is it's really based in community. It really is. And people say their piece, whether you agree with it or not. But there's some stuff that, I just miss it. The actual interactions with people. And as soon as this whole pandemic thing is over, I'm gonna find me a church. And even if it's boring, I'm gonna liven it up. We should all be playing music. We should all be having barbecues. You know, I don't know, find a preacher who you get but isn't preachy and isn't full of crap. And make sure that you have like a food kitchen or something to help people so you can feel that you're feeding your spirit by helping your fellow man versus sitting in man, poof. The American church has problems, right? There's con men in it and there's racists in it. So be very mindful of which church you find yourself if you decide to go. And if you don't go in your spiritual, get out into nature, man. Walk that dog, walk that girlfriend, walk with your dog and your girlfriend or your boyfriend. Walk no jog or run, but just get out, feed your soul. If you like ice cream, there's 30 places. Go once a week to have an ice cream. Like, take a picture there. Make it a even going out and getting ready for that puts your mind in a better frame. You know what I mean? Down here we have a minor league baseball. I love baseball. I'm thinking about going to a minor league game and sitting there close to the action, applauding the young guys. Maybe I'll see them in the big leagues. But get out of the house. It's got to be more. It's got to be more. Right? It can't be perpetual. We've been protesting everything for about 20 years in America, and nothing seems to quell it. They don't seem to have a fix, so all these groups can go, oh, okay, we're all kind of feeling better and less aggrieved, So we'll see. I would like to thank you, all of you, for coming through. I have to slide in here and cut one of these things off manually because Haps is being weird with me. Edit destination. Yes, so I want to thank everyone for coming through, and we will be back tonight at 7 for the day 8 p.m. session. It'll probably be called Dougie Still in Jail. God, I feel so bad about that. And we are gonna do this. Like I said, it was a good test. We did not want to miss any days, and hopefully we won't miss any days, knock on wood. And we will do it tonight, and then we'll wake up tomorrow and we will do it on a Sunday. And then Sunday night we will do it, and then I will see you Monday for the morning sesh and wish you a good day through the week. And we'll do it then, and then we will do it Monday night, and then etc. 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 until we are back here with me telling you the same thing that I just told you about last week in the weeks coming. So remember, I got love for you. I wish you well as long as you wish others well. And we are going to do this thing. Thank you, guys. Peace.